First, there was something that was said here, and sometimes it is good to have facts when we are coming to a national show. When you talk of borrowing, even developed nations do borrowing. Kenya Kwanza, if we go back to campaigns, because we are now dealing with the politics and the cost of living, they were all over castigating the then government for borrowing from the financial markets across the world, instead of going to multilateral institutions, financial institutions like World Bank and IMF. But now it is on record. Since independence, Kenya Kwanza has borrowed more than any other administration through the same methods. It is their records. You can Google here, you show Kenyans from Central Bank. Records are there. That is one. Number two, if we are to borrow to develop the country, let's go to IMF, let's go to World Bank, let's go to government. If you go to these financial institutions, others who are out to make money, definitely they are going to milk the country dry. And that is what the government is doing, which I think should not be the case. Coming to Azimio's cost of living as an agenda, it shows, it is clear who between the two coalitions as the people at heart, between the two, the government and Azimio. When we said we needed to discuss about the cost of living, we wanted that which concerns Kenyans.
What is the solution?
Solution is to ensure you don't raise the cost of the cost of fuel. When you raise the cost of energy, you touch literally every aspect of life. And there is something that the Kenya Kwanza came up with as their policy in the initial first days. And this was, we go to clean energy, renewable energy. And that is something that we could have easily contributed to lowering of the cost of living. Number two, if we fixed our internal production of energy, we fixed the problem with Kenya Power, KenGen. Can I tell Kenyans, if you allow me, that if we allowed KenGen to do what they are doing fully without any interference, I will tell you the cost of living will drastically come down. How? Today, KenGen, they are given a rationing of what they should produce and sell to Kenya Power in favor of these independent energy producers. If we stop thinking in money making by some sections of the businessmen, I'm telling you, the country will be transformed. But since there is a committee that is handling that aspect of energy production in this country, I'm sure at the end of the day, we might fix that problem once and for all. Number three, we are being told out there, it is the Kenya doesn't produce fuel, we import, there is dictates by the OPEC, and that is what is contributing to the increase of fuel prices in Kenya. But we can come up with a policy on now to apply up to a certain level, a subsidy to ensure, yes, out there it could be expensive, but when we purchase, we caution Kenyans so that it is reasonable. You don't have to keep on
the last regime. Fuel subsidy.
But that was the way it was done. I don't think it was the right way.
Okay.
The subsidy that was done by Jubilee then, I don't think is what I'm forgetting here. We can do it reasonably to ensure the cost of living, like when you go to a petrol station, you don't go paying 200 shillings, over 200 shillings for petroleum products, whether kerosene, whether petrol, whether diesel, you know, and that is what we are saying we need to discuss. And that's why the country, Kenyans, are paying for economic council members for Kenya Kwanza government, so that they can look into these things and ensure that the Kenyans are taken care of. The cost of living doesn't sky rocket. And when you look at this cost of living and you compare with the taxes that are being imposed on Kenyans, I think that is what the three are now telling Kenyans. It is likely to get worse. Finally,
okay,
somebody has talked of functions of counties and national government, and has talked of public participation. I think you need to get to know how the law is, how the counties function, because I don't see, what I said is, it doesn't make sense at all. Machakos, which is in metropolitan here, we are imposing taxes, and we have an example of a transporter here. We are imposing taxes in the name of sales from the other side, yet she could be at the border, bordering Nairobi. You are paying taxes here, and the same, when you cross this other side, you are paying. At the same time, there is also what you are paying to national government. What I said, it is not about the public participation to solve this problem. It is about the counties to sit down with the national government to harmonize this, so that the transporter doesn't pay to three entities different taxes, but you can pay once, which will be favorable to this particular transporter, so that our business can grow to employ more Kenyans, to create wealth for both counties, national government, and even the people of Kenya. That is what I'm saying.
Okay. Yes, no, Mai, you see what you brought to my show.
It's a good conversation, because, you know, DG, when he finds me on the ground, I've not paid this. We won't be friends.
See what you've done. You're talking about cost of living.
I'm happy that DG has
yes, directly addressing you. I like that. Okay.
Yes.
So